Hey there guys, it's Emily and I am going to show you today how I sort through my testers during a Scentsy transition month. So if you're a Scentsy consultant, you know that every 6 months we get a new catalog, and I am going to show you how I go through and sort my testers and make sure that I'm prepared for the current month's catalog. So I'm doing that today. Today's my first home party in the new catalog season, so I am getting ready, and one of those things is sorting through testers. So I'm going to show you a simple, quick way of sorting your testers to make sure that you have the new testers, that you aren't missing any of the currently existing testers, and kind of my process for how I go through and make sure I have the right set and don't mix anything up. So real easy. The first thing that I need, I'm going to turn this camera around so that you guys can see what I'm working with here. So the very first thing that I use when I am sorting testers is a Scentsy showcase brochure. I like the showcase brochure because it lists all of the scents on the back, all in one alphabetical list. So that is why I use that. The next thing you need is a Sharpie or a pen, whatever you prefer. I like to use Sharpies, and your testers. So right now I am going through my container of party testers here from the last season catalog, and I've been a consultant since 2009, so I do have some older testers, and so what I also like to do is have a notepad next to me to keep track of any testers that I might be missing or that I need to replace for any reason. I'll explain that in a minute. And then of course I need to have the set of new transition testers that I'm going to mix in to the old testers after. So I've actually already started with the transition process. What I have been doing is pulling them out of here one by one, and then it's really easy because you pull one out and you say, okay, this one happens to be Mandarin Toffee Treat. So I go down to the list and I find the M's, and I know that Mandarin Toffee Treat that's a hard one to say. That one is not listed, so I know it can go over here in the discontinued pile. So that's how I do it, just one by one, pull it out, reference the showcase brochure in alphabetical order. I know Perfectly Pomegranate is an original classic, so I know that one's going in the keep pile over here. Now, as an example, this is an old Mocha Doodle tester, which you guys can see has gotten a little bit sweaty on top. So I have to add that to my list of ones that need to be replaced. As I mentioned, I've been a consultant for a long time. So the good news is if you do have one that doesn't work out or has lost its scent, or if the cover's broken. So for example, let's see, where's my Dear Watson? I already wrote that one down as I was going. Right here. So the lid is broken. It doesn't stay on because you can see that it has a big crack in it. So I'll be replacing the My Dear Watson tester. You can buy in the Scentsy Family Store for $1. So each of these are $1 in the Family Store in the United States. Not a bad expense at all, especially how long these last in general. So then the nice thing about going through and checking them off, so as I pull one out that is a keeper, so for example, let's see, Honeymoon Hideaway, I already did that one. So I put a little X next to it on the showcase brochure, because then at the end, after I've marked off all the new ones and marked off the ones that I already have, I then know which ones I might be missing. So then I can go back at the end and add it to my missing list. So for example, let's say during the busy fall, winter, Christmas season, I lost my baked apple pie tester at a party. It rolled under someone's couch. We never retrieved it, or I didn't even know, but somebody put it on a shelf and I left the party without it, whatever the excuse might be. I might be missing the baked apple pie tester. I can reorder that when I place my order to replace the ones that need to be replaced. So that is kind of it. So after I go through all of the ones that I already have and check them off on my showcase brochure list, add them to my keep pile or my discontinued pile, I can then go through the set of new testers for the new season, mark them all off, and add them to my container. Now, this is just a container that I use to take all of my testers in one easy tote to Scentsy parties. There's a million ways to store your testers, but I like this one. I obviously make them a little more organized when I'm going to a party. I stack them neatly in there. And then you can actually just follow the same process for your mini testers, going through your basket parties and making sure that you have complete sets of mini testers. Now, in case you're wondering what I do with the discontinued scents, I keep them. So I put them back in this bag once this one's empty, and I put a piece of paper in there marking them for whatever season it might be. For example, fall, winter 2017. And I keep them. And I keep them until next fall, winter. And if the scents come back, I can reuse them and just order the ones that I'm missing. Or if if it makes more sense to buy the transition set at that time, then I do that. If you have some that don't come back next fall or winter, you can use these as giveaways. It's a great big piece of wax that you can give away as a gift to someone. They can pop it out and put it in their warmer. I've seen people make business cards out of it by putting their contact info on the front and a magnet on the back. There are a million ways to use those. Just get creative. So I hope that helps. That's exactly how I go through and get ready for the new season of Scentsy selling and home parties and basket parties, and just making sure that all my ducks are in a row and that I am prepared for a successful season selling. The other thing you want to keep an eye on is your scent of the month. So make sure you're getting the scent of the month every single month so that you have the party tester to go with your scent of the month flyers at your parties. Customers love to smell all the new scents. So that's it. That's how you go to a party with a complete set of testers for everybody to smell. It is the smell that sells, and we know that. So that's why testers are so important. And that's really it. So I hope this helped you, and good luck.